Welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and today is July 7th, 2025, and it is a day that I have been looking forward to for quite a while now, as my friends and family could tell you, because I definitely need to make this YouTube channel because I never stop talking about numerology and astrology and I don't know, all kinds of mystical occult type things. And I'm pretty sure my friends and family are like, okay, we're good. Somebody else take the stage. So, yes, I have been going on and on about this day for quite a while because it is the beginning of a new 7-year cycle astrologically, meaning that it's the end of an old one, which for me as an Aquarius was not super fun. And I kind of feel like collectively, the last 7 years have just been rough. So, yes, today Uranus moved into the sign of Gemini. So all the planets kind of have a different energy that they bring. And Uranus's planet is the planet of shocks and changes and awakening, and it's very revolutionary. It's very electric. Okay, so and it could be good or bad, but it's just you just can't predict what's gonna happen. So Uranus has been in Taurus, which is basically the opposite of liking change, right? Taurus is all about the creature comforts. They are the homebodies. They like stability. So we've had this planet, Uranus, that's all about change, and they want to shake things up in a sign that couldn't want anything less to do with that. So I kind of feel like that's why, there's been so many things that have happened the past few years, and so many people are like, when are we going to see anything happen? When are we going to find things out? When will somebody actually do something? And we've kind of been in this straitjacket type energy, right? Where we want to, that's Uranus. It's I want to do something, but Taurus is no, we're going to just be calm. And so, yeah, I just kind of feel like that's been a big reason why the past 7 years have been kind of weird, among other things. But now Uranus is moving into the sign of Gemini, where it very much likes to be, right? Gemini people, not to say anything bad, but Gemini people are a little ADD kind of. They're all about known for communication, right? Because Mercury is Gemini's ruler, and Mercury is all about different kinds of communication, whether it's, speaking or different ways to communicate with cell phones or computers, things like that. So yes, it's very fast moving. And so I feel with Uranus being in a fast moving sign, it's get ready for what we are about to hear. And I know I have watched more memes and YouTube channels about people being oh, it's finally going to happen or whatever. I think this is now when it is going to happen, because now we have the revolutionary planet in a fast-moving sign. So, yeah, if you look back, before, when Uranus was in Taurus, so if you think about the Taurus ruled areas of life, that's the home, right? So you could even think of it the homeland. And there's been a lot of things that have happened with, first of all, an invasion of the homeland, we'll just say. But kind of there's not really been much security with it, right? Also things we find out China's buying all this farmland, and Bill Gates is buying all this land, and BlackRock is buying 40% of houses or something. So that's the awakening part of Uranus, in my opinion. is like these things were going on, and while we weren't able to like actually have any change, we did wake up to what was really going on, which is a good thing, right? Like you get mad about it and it might not be like fun to hear it, but at least now we know. So Taurus also rules food, and again, another awakening with food is like at the beginning of Uranus and Taurus in 2018, probably a lot of people didn't really know what seed oils were, right? And now everybody knows. Like my 14-year-old son knows what seed oils are. So that was just like an awakening to what they're putting in there. Now all the stuff about the dyes is coming out. The things that they've been spraying on our food and on our seeds, you know, probably not many people were too awake to that before, but Uranus got our attention to, you know, come in and now to create some change for it. So even though it's been like kind of uncomfortable, there were some things that we did need to wake up to. Just hopefully now we have like the momentum to actually change some of these things. So now Uranus moving into Gemini, right? Gemini is an air sign. So like July 4th was when they had those horrible floods in Texas that killed all those girls at the camp and, you know, others. That was really, really such a tragedy. And why I bring that up is because people are starting to like put together what they're spraying in the skies and how unnatural these storms are, and that like a river doesn't just rise 26 feet in 45 minutes naturally. That doesn't happen. Like, so what else could it be? Well, you know, the guy who's in charge of that cloud seeding project, like Dominico or something, he's like with Palantir and Peter Thiel, and he was just barely on some huge podcast. Like he has a cloud seeding operation that was going like just miles from where that was. And I feel like this is really shining a light on it, that, you know, stuff with the air. Marjorie Taylor Greene introduces a bill to eliminate the spraying of the skies. So I'm very, very hopeful that we will see the end of that, because we don't need to be messing with Mother Nature. We can just have, you know, weather as it normally should be. Not to mention like whatever that must be doing to our health, to breathe in all those metals, to have it sprayed all over our crops and in our water system, you know. So I'm very hopeful with this transit that we will see the end of that. Another thing with the skies and also Uranus is that Uranus is the planetary ruler of aliens and UFOs. And I like, how many times have people come out, these whistleblowers or whatever, that they're going to talk about UFOs and it goes nowhere, right? It's just always like, I'm not even going to bother to watch it at this point. Well, now that we have the planetary ruler of UFOs in a house that is an air sign and it is all about communication, I kind of think we might be finding some stuff out. And I cannot wait for that. Like, I don't know about you guys. I swear I just look at clouds sometimes. I'm like, is that a cloud? You know, like, or like, when am I going to see the aliens? And I'm ruled by Uranus as an Aquarius. And I have I have 5 placements in Aquarius. So like, to me, that's totally normal, but maybe not. Most people might not be there yet. So yeah, that's kind of just where I do think, and Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is also, he's the ruler of technology, like I said, right? So I think that there could be some really cool new technologies, especially I think airplanes, because Gemini, the air sign, and then, you know, technology with planes. There have been like so many aviation type like near misses and even accidents that is like, everybody's like, what is going on? You know, and I don't know if it's, well, I think it was kind of just to keep us put, right? Was the push behind some of that. But I think that now it's like, I don't know, it's like there's always this like kind of karmic balancing out. So it's like, oh, we made it really bad, and now enter Uranus into Gemini, and it's like, I think it's time for some change. And I think we can, you know, really revolutionize air travel and aviation. And I'm so excited for that because I really, really don't like to fly. So if there's something that could like make it better, make it more comfortable, safer, I'm definitely here for it. So yeah, that's kind of it, like collectively. And then, so we all have, you know, we'll all have some aspect of our natal chart that's going to be affected by this transit. So the people who are going to feel it the most is obviously Gemini, right? Because now Uranus is like right conjunct your sun. So like it's going to hit you in most areas of life. And then, so the Geminis, and then Aquariuses, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, that those two signs are going to be hit the most with this energy. And, you know, if enough people watch this and are interested, I'd be happy to go through how it would affect all the different signs, right? Because like, for, you know, it can be making good aspects or bad aspects to it. And Uranus has like personally been making a bad aspect for me the past 7 years. And there have been some challenges in a certain area of my life. And I think that's why this whole like July 7th countdown has gone on, because now I'm going to start a new 7-year cycle, and it's going to be like a much more flowing energy, right? Like most change I would say is probably good. I mean, yeah, there's obvious, you know, exceptions to that, but like it's been hard. Sorry. It's been like harder changes for me. So, yeah, it's, you can look at where it will affect the different area of your life, and then just see like maybe what's to come. And again, I'm happy to do that if, you know, people want it. And the good thing is, like, even though, yeah, this is happening today, it will take me a minute to get that together because I'm still learning astrology. I mean, I know a fair amount, but, and I'm starting a class in September, but like, this is kind of like a learn with me kind of a channel. I'm no guru of any of this stuff. I just find it super interesting. But yeah, we could go through and see how it's going to hit all the different 12 signs. But again, collectively, I think it's just going to be great. It's going to be great for truths being revealed. And I feel like that is such a cliche to say because we have all been waiting for it. But now we definitely like have a leg up with this new energy. So I cannot wait. So anyway, that's it. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you liked what I had to say, please, you know, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm now ready to get this channel. Sorry, of course I have something in my throat. I'm now ready to get this channel moving. You know, before I kind of had like this procrastination energy. And again, it's that like, yeah, straitjacket, you know, feeling where you want to do something, but you just don't. And now I'm like, okay, like time to, you know, time to seize this energy and start something new, start something creative. So again, thank you for being here. Enjoy the next 7 years, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.